Welcome, everybody. The WWE podcast presents another episode of our podcast at WTFW, the podcast at WTFW Trash on the Twitter, the Instagram, the TikTok. It's your boy, Kanye Twitty. And like always, I got my partner right here.
Your boy, the Mean Lion.
Your boy, Nameen Lion. And today, last week, you guys got to hear and see the amazing episode with Drexel, the homicidal artist. And in that episode, we talked about referee Brad Lee. I don't even know really fully how to explain everything he does. So I'm going to let him do it himself. But first things first, check out and follow everything on the Discord and everything at the WWE Podcast. Make sure you give all of the WTFW episodes a little like, you know what I mean, for your boy Kanye and the Mean Lion. But we're going to get right into this. For the first time ever in my experience, we get to hear from the referee. The referee. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Brad.
I am referee Bradley from Portland, Oregon. First graduate student of Oregon Pro Wrestling School. We have one other ref now graduated from there, Fidel. But yeah.
Well, I know where you do your ref and duties at. I've seen you at Prestige. I've seen you at a couple other promotions. I mean, basically, let's give the people kind of a background on, how you got to where you're at now, because that sounds like a crazy story.
All right. So I guess how far back do we can go back to the childhood. Growing up, my dad, super big wrestling fan. He used to go to, if anybody's familiar with the St. Louis scene from the Indies, or when we had the territories going, wrestling at the Chase. So my dad grew up going to wrestling at the Chase shows. Grew up watching Ric Flair. And so when I was a kid, we went to the first ever WCW Nitro show. Been to hundreds and hundreds of indie shows. We went to all the ECW stuff. He took me to see Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, Hell in a Cell. I was 7 rows away from the thing, crying my brains out because I seen Shawn Michaels covered in blood, and I was afraid that Undertaker killed him. So, been a wrestling fan my entire life. After the Attitude Era kind of happened, Ruthless Aggression kind of came, and the edge of WWE changed. I kind of fell out of it after WCW and all of that. But then I started going to indie shows again. Moved out here to Oregon. Went to DOA Pro Wrestling as a fan and was like, man, this is the shit. And I love this. I need to do something. What can I do? So I started searching for schools, because the only way you can get in the ring is you have to go through a school. So I start searching. I reach out to a promote place. I never hear anything. 2 years happens, nothing. All of a sudden, the pandemic happens. Everything's shutting down. We don't have anything going on. I get a random email, finally, 2.5 years later. Oh, hey, so WC is no longer going to be operating. But Ricky Gibson is opening a school here in Oregon. You should reach out. So I reached out, started right then. I was probably say 2 weeks into the school even being open as of school. I started training 3 days a week, 6-7 hours a day for a good solid year before I debuted. And then I started off, I did the very first SOS Pro Wrestling show when they first became a promotion. I was 2 months into training. They sent me up there because they needed somebody. I went up there scared to death because it was literally 2 months into training. Went up there, busted my ass, did a really good job. They were happy. I didn't come back for a long period of time because I was busy going elsewhere. But then now, like you said, you've seen me on Prestige. I ref for Defy. TPW, Timber Pro Wrestling, DOA, POW Pro Wrestling, SOS Pro Wrestling. I did a little stint with BCW, Reactivate. I am now the head ref over at Relentless Pro Wrestling. So I do all their stuff, which you've seen me down in LA for Mania with them. I do all the deathmatch stuff in the area. Drexel, as you've talked with Drexel, he has shown me the ways of doing things. So now I build all of the weapons. I think my biggest feat was building that trampoline of doom that we used at Prestige. That took me close to hours to build.
That's nuts. That we were both there. We were both in the building for that.
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that was fun. I was glad that it survived and nobody got hurt through it. And then the no ropes death match that we did with Akira and Drexel with the no ropes, no pad, barbed wire death match that we just did there at Prestige. That was insane. That took a lot of time, and I cut the hell out of myself in that match, putting all that barbed wire together to build those all the ropes. A lot of work, a lot of time. I built that knife board that Akira brought out to the thing because that's what he wanted. So I like all that craziness. So Drexel's been he's been a huge help teaching me the ways of how to do things properly so that we can put on these crazy shows for all of us sick individuals like us that like watching it.
Yeah, well, it just goes to show you like how the fans don't know the extent of how far it goes behind the scenes and what everyone actually does to get it put together and make it happen. And what you're doing is some of the best stuff that's out there. When you can make a weapon to put in the ring to not only make these guys look good but also be safe at the same time. That's awesome, man.
It's a whole art. It's an art.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm honored that Drexel gave me that platform and taught me those, the tricks of the trade and things to do to make a show go. Because we like the shows and we want the shows to go smoothly. So we have to do what we have to do, and you have to learn. So you have to be willing to learn and have to be willing to put your body on the line.
Yeah.
In order to work.
What is it like? There's one question I gotta ask right off the bat because I wonder it all the time. When you're dealing with tacks in the ring, and you have to hit that 1, 2, 3, are they going in your hand? Do you catch some tacks? Or you try and give them a swish before you start counting?
So,
no.
My fingers are still just from Mania week from working Crimson and Circle 6. I put my hand straight down. When I lifted it up for the one, this whole hand was just covered, like the tacks were stuck in it. For 4 days, I couldn't squeeze my fingers closed because my hand was swollen from all the puncture holes into it. I go ahead, lay some tacks on the ground and smack your hand onto it.
No thanks.
Hey, maybe me and Namin will have to do a YouTube, an Instagram video or a TikTok video. Maybe we just gotta challenge each other to do that because I'm just saying, like if he can do it, like I think I can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it hurts, especially because like there's so many nerve endings into your hands.
Oh man.
I put my body. I will throw my hands into the fire. At Circle 6, we did a flaming tables match, and I was right there. Like, so yeah, I'm not gonna. I'll put my hands right in the mix. I don't want to like move things. I don't want to have to like, it's a pin. I'm there. I got to be there. I want to be on time. I want to make sure I'm in the right place. And if I got to move crap out of my way to get so that I'm there, I'm not in the right place at the right time then. So it's gonna hurt.
Respect. Yeah, that's respect.
It hurt.
What's the okay, now now you're doing these death matches, and what's give me one that I mean, I know they're all probably amazing. There's a lot of amazing professional wrestlers you get to work with. But, you know, at the top of your list, you know, right now, like, what's one match that you're just like, WTFW, like, what the F was I doing? I can't believe that, you know, like, which one does it for you? I mean, who was it?
Man. Honestly, I'm gonna say, because I've done so many, the one that I feel like was the moment that broke for me, I'm gonna give that one to Kid Bandit and Drexel.
Yeah!
That's my number one like highlight, because I mean that went viral. And Kid Bandit, I love her to death. She put me over as the ref in that match, which she didn't have to do. Drexel did it too. They don't have to do that. It's not about me. It's about them. But that one is probably my number one. And then Drexel Danger Aaron with the surprise appearance of Akira, probably be up there.
That's crazy. You know, like, and you know, I do have Kid Bandit. You know, me and her talk too, because that's actually how I got introduced to Kid Bandit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, was that match, and since then, you know, I've gotten to see 3 more matches, and you know what? It seems to be a common consensus that everybody I talk to in the business over here, that match is at the top of a lot of people's lists.
It is. Pro wrestling does not deserve Kid Bandit. She's too sweet, kind.
It's crazy, and I can't wait. I really can't wait to, you know, I'm going to have Kid Bandit here on the show here in about a month. But, you know, it's just really awesome that everybody I talk to, because, I mean, I'll admit it. You know, when you first see me, you know, at the first couple Prestige shows and whatnot, you know, hollering at you at the party like, hey, rep, can I have a picture with you? You know, I was a mark. Right. But now, you know, I said this on last week's episode with Drexel, like, especially with Prestige. I don't feel like a mark. I don't feel like a fanboy. I don't feel like, you know, no, I feel like part of the family, you know, because, like, you know, when it comes to all you guys, from you to Devin and then all the wrestlers, you know, and it's just been such an amazing journey for me personally to meet and actually get to know all of y'all and, you know, see, you know, what really, how this really comes down, because I mean, independent wrestling, it's one of those things, you know, people think that, oh, I see that, I can do that. No, you can't. You want to take one of those chops? No, I don't think you do, you know, and that's why it's so neat, you know, to see the camaraderie, because everywhere we go, we had an episode when I first went to that first show and, you know, met you and saw Kid Bandit and all that. We did a whole episode called Kid Bandit Fire, like a whole episode, just to tell people, you know, who this person was and how amazing they are. And then, you know, she's popped up in a couple other episodes. So, you know, it's really nice to see, you know, like the support that the community, the wrestling community, has for each other, because I mean, you don't get that in every profession. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, wrestling is a huge worldwide phenomenon, but it is actually just really small little community. One, you know, I got news coming to my phone nonstop. I mean, since we've been on this podcast so far, my Twitter feed has went off like 40 times, like news. I have to keep a battery backup because there's so much going on with social media just with wrestling. It's like I got rid of like my personal stuff just because wrestling takes up it all.
I have to notice, you know, in another life, I was a hip hop artist. You know, I did a little thing here or there, did a few tours. You know, I played with some people called T-Pain and Tech Nine, things like that. But, you know, I mean, that was then. You know, now I have to admit, when it comes to my social media feed in the last 7-8 months, it has been transformed and taken over by wrestling.
Yeah.
From all the different promotions, all the different professional wrestlers, and it's not, you know, WWE, AEW, it is the independent scene. So, you know, I have to agree with you there, but I enjoy it. You know,
Oh,
I really do. It's way better than it was with the music and the rappers and all that. Like this is better. This is a lot healthier for the brain.
I own a recording studio. I mean, I'm sitting in the vocal booth that we're transforming to make the better vocal booth. I record everything from hip hop to rap music to, you know, country music, bluegrass. I'm working with an R&B artist right now that she's just fucking killing it. This whole album is gonna be amazing. I got my own personal projects going. I make entrance music for, you know, all the different wrestlers. I'm working on like 12 of them right now. That'll be, you will hear in the PNW.
That's awesome.
That's kind of where I focused. Most of my energy has been focused to like, okay, I'm home. You know, I run a pizza shop Monday through Thursday. And when I'm not at the pizza shop, I'm in the studio, in the lab, making music, trying to, you know, put together wrestling songs. I'm work with the Midget Wrestling Warriors. A lot of people think the name and it gets all kinds of crazy, but that's the name. I love that whole company. It's amazing. I'll be in Indiana at the end of the month with them. But I have my own entrance song. I have my own video package. I come out and I'm a baby face. That's my whole thing. I'm like shaking hands with babies. Let's go. It's fun.
You I don't know, maybe like an AEW version Cody Rhodes babyface, because I've been in a few places where you may think you're the babyface, but you ain't the babyface.
Oh no, there's places that I'm hated.
That's the beauty of it, though.
What?
I said that's the beauty of it, though.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. There's a video of me coming out, like everybody going crazy, but then like if they don't like it, man, I tag team. Some of these freaking bad guys, they like try to play games and twist your mind around and get you all distracted, and then you know it's rough. You gotta keep your eyes on a swivel with all these people.
that's facts upon facts. Well, hey, you know,
No one's safe.
yeah, we have a rule here on the podcast, like no one's safe, and the ref definitely isn't safe. Like that's for sure.
I love were you at PAL?
I was not at PAL. No.
Man, look for go on
He's
Twitter.
so mad. He's so mad right now.
And you will find a match that happened last night with Murphy Madison, Amira, and Kikyo.
And Kikyo!
And a triple threat. That was amazing. It was fun. I enjoyed that match. It's so much fun.
I'm gonna find that. I'm gonna post that on our social media, because I gotta say right here, right now, I'm gonna let my, as Nami Lion would say, I'm gonna let my fanboys show. But Murphy Madsen, Amira, and Kikyo, hats off. Like I want to see that match. I want to. And, you know, it's
video. A fan recorded it from the stage, so you can see their video. The PAL video will come out as soon as they get done with their editing and all the fanciness that they do. But you can see the fan video. It's on Twitter. It's been shared around. I think I may have even shared it. If not, I'll share it.
I'm definitely gonna find that. But hey, for sure, you know, like we keep saying, you have so many hats. You got your own promotion.
I do, with Kikyo is part owners of it with me. And then we got 3 other owners that are and then they're with us, Cody and Josh, and we got Steve, Commissioner Zero, that little son of a bitch.
Man, well, okay, so you got your own promotion. You do music and recording. You're the ref, whether you're a heel or the babyface. You know what? You know, then fine. Besides all of that, what do you got that's just yours? What's anything else that you do that people, let's say, because a lot of people know who referee Bradley is, the skinny ref, however you want to say it, but give these people something that they probably don't know about your ass.
I am an adamant disc golfer.
Oh,
awesome! I love disc golf.
Awesome. Nami Lion just got a softie right there, because he a disc golfing fool.
I'm looking sitting right here. I have my whole cart with all my 48 disc in it. Like, man, if it wasn't raining, I probably would have went out and played today.
Nice.
That's nuts. I feel it though. I like getting the clubs and going real golf. I'm not real. Scripted golfing. I like to go scripted golfing.
I tell you what, taking one of these and throwing it 300 plus feet and through the trees is a feat in its own.
I'm not. I don't want to start a feud here because I don't want to get in the ring with you right now. All right, I haven't trained properly, so I'm just gonna back off of that one. But on the one serious question I wanted to ask, and then we're gonna get to some fun. Mean to Me Lion has a list because everything on this podcast we put it in one of three categories. Everything. It's either fire, it's trash, or it's a lunchable break. Like I'm so unemotional, like Omas on my TV. I'm so emotionally uninvested that I'd rather go to the fridge, enjoy me a Lunchable, make some sandwiches, got the Capri Sun, the Reese's peanut butter cup, and I'm happy. But so we'll get to that. But I wanted to touch on one serious question because this is an opinion that me and Mean have talked about a lot and at length, and it's some of the casual fans wouldn't know or notice or understand. And so correct me if I'm wrong. It's more of a statement, and you can tell me if I'm right and explain or not. In my mind, the most important person in professional wrestling when it comes to the show in the moment, I'm talking the show's happening, the fans are there, the match is happening. In my mind, the most important person is the ref. Am I wrong in thinking that? Because I feel like the ref is like they're directing, they're coordinating. I mean, you're given two amazing individuals, or 4 or 15 or whatever. You get these amazing individuals, professional wrestlers. But I've been trying to argue with a lot of people that the underappreciated, person in all of wrestling is the ref.
I will agree that the most underappreciated person most of the time is the ref. The ref is 90, and it's changed in the PNW, especially since I've been around. But the ref has been the most like underappreciated, the last option of person that they're going to think about. But that has changed. But you can't have a wrestling match without the referee in there. You can't have an MMA fight without the referee in there. You can't have a boxing match without the referee in there.
Fire. Absolute fire. Hey, that's so much love right there, because I mean, you do a good job. I'll tell you that. You do a good job. Devin could do better. No, I'm starting a feud. I don't know why, but like every time I go to a show now, like I gotta throw him some trash. I just gotta throw him. But one of these days, I feel like he's gonna come out there and body slam me or something. But I love Devin. I love the crap out of him. But
go to Pro Wrestling Tees and get a Damn It Devin shirt.
Yes, yeah. Hey, and that's the next spot. Before we get to the fire and trash list, and wrap this up. Go ahead and let these people know where your social media is, where you sell some stuff. If you want to plug a show, because whatever you want to do, the floor is yours to self-promote.
All right. Well, the next show you can catch me at is Relentless, on the 22nd. And then in the month I'll be in Indiana with the Midget Wrestling Warriors. All of my merch is found on Pro Wrestling Tees, Brainbuster, What a Maneuver, Store Frontier. You just search Referee Bradley, pulls it all up. PNW people, go to Brainbuster, support the PNW. Those are my peoples. I love them. May 13th, my show, Tampa Pro Wrestling. We'll be having our show in the VFW there in Everett, former home of where Without a Cause used to run. So yeah, May 13th, we'll be there. Doors are 4. We're getting the show going. It's going to be a really fun show. Got some really big news coming. Promos just got done yesterday. They'll be getting updated and edited. But that'll be a show that you don't want to miss. But yeah, you can always catch me at DOA, POW, Relentless, Prestige whenever they're on the West Coast. I'm hopefully going to start traveling with them as much as possible if I can afford flights everywhere. You can find me down Circle 6. No Peace, I'm hoping to get in over there. Working on trying to get over to Australia so I can do some deathmatch down under. Yeah, so I'm all over. You can see me all over the country. I've literally worked almost in 2 years of being in the business now. I've worked for 21 promotions and 14 states. So I just kind of keep traveling all over the place, doing my thing, just trying to get out there, make shit happen because the ultimate goal is impact. So,
okay,
doing everything I can to get there.
Yeah.
Hey, I feel that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is referee Bradley. Like, this is awesome. This is awesome. And now it's time to have some fun. Time to have a little bit of fun. Like I said, everything can be categorized as a fire, trash, or lunchable. And Mean to Me Lion has a list of 5 things for you, and I'm going to let him take this part over. All right?
Let's go.
All right, let's start it off. I always like to ask everybody first off, this podcast, WTFW, and podcasts in general. What do you think?
I enjoy them. At first, I was real hesitant on if I was going to get on podcast. I was like, I don't know, because, I am a referee and the show isn't about the referee. So I was like, it's more about the people that are out there bumping and doing the work and putting in these matches. And then it kind of changed over the years. So I say fire to podcast. Good podcast. Good podcast. There's some garbage podcasts out there that do nothing good for the community. So with those, you can throw them in the trash. But good podcasts, fire.
I love it. Well, we're all about spreading love and good vibes over here. So I love that answer. Next off, Peeps. What do you think of Peeps marshmallows, man?
I like the cereal.
Oh.
The cereal is good.
Do you know they make a Pepsi?
Do what?
Do you know they make a Pepsi?
I don't know about that. I'm a Coke guy. If I'm going to drink a Pepsi or soda, I'm drinking Coke.
It's Peeps Pepsi.
Yeah, you keep that.
He said trash.
Trash.
All right. Well, being as you're the ref, what about hecklers in the audience? What do you think about that?
I love it. Now, I'm honest to God, I don't when the match is going and I'm in there and I'm watching, because my job first and foremost in the ring is the safety of the people working. So 99% of the time I don't hear what's going on around me, because I'm so focused on the action and making sure that they're safe. So yeah, I like it. Like when I go back and watch the show and and then I'm listening to it and I'm watching it as a fan. Oh, dude, when they start hackling me, that was a 3, you slow shit. I love it. Give it to me.
Yeah, right on. I love that. Fire. All right. What about the comeback of mullets? What do you think?
Fire.
Oh,
Fire.
No, absolutely.
Fire.
No. I love you. I love you, Bradley, but no, we feuding on this one. What fire? No, put me over. Put me over.
Cool. If most promotions, like, if you watch a referee on TV, they're clean shaven, short haired, cover their tattoos like I do. If it wasn't for that, like, I would probably rock a mullet.
Hell yeah.
I don't have the hair though. I got that long, that flat hair, so it just goes straight down. So a mullet on me wouldn't look good. Eddie Pearl killed it with the mullet.
Facts.
Okay.
Fire.
Facts.
You ain't putting me over. You can have that fire. You can keep that fire, okay?
All right, we'll stick with the trend. What about country music?
What generation?
Now.
Right now.
Right now? Throw it in the garbage.
Absolutely
He
trash.
said trash.
Trash.
Now you want to go like outlaw country, old school, like Johnny Cash? You're going fire.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, there's some good outlaw country right now, man. So I don't know.
mean, yeah, there's good. I mean, there's good in all music. I'm not gonna say all the country music is garbage. I'm just not a fan. I'm a funk, blues, jazz guy. That's my
Right.
thing. I used to be a metalhead, but give me
I
some
love it.
snarky puppy.
Well, you got anything else? Anything else mean to me?
No, man. I don't think we could have asked for anything more, man. It was a great interview.
Yeah, no, I mean, to everybody out there, I mean it when I say it. Referee Bradley, if you see him at any of the promotions that you possibly can go to, and you see him at a promotion, heckle the dog shit out of him. The dog shit out of him, all right? Because he is amazing at what he does. He's amazing at what everything you're doing. As being a part of the wrestling community, you're contributing so much, and and your reputation precedes itself. There's a lot of respect for what you do in the ring, and outside the ring, like building the weapons, and obviously with entrance musics, and it's a beautiful thing, and that's what we're trying to do here with the WTFW podcast. We are the only show on the channel, the WWE podcast, that even shines a light on the independents. And it was really because of the crop of people that we met, with you and Sonico, and Kid Bandit, Drexel, Amira, Flex, SOS, Defy, all of this. It was that really pushed us and realized where our spot needs to be in the podcast world. That it is shining a light on the independent scene, and also given the casual fan that only watches what they see on TV, a chance to see some of these people before they're even there. Like your Willow Nightingales, like your Taya Valkyries, and seeing Amira up, it's amazing.
Every one of those wrestlers that you see on WWE, or every single one of those wrestlers that you see in AEW or Impact, they all started wrestling in a gymnasium somewhere.
And that's, I feel like people forget that. I mean, not everybody.
That's what we're trying
Dominic Mysterio.
Right. Yeah, we're just trying. We're trying to shine a light on it. So
I got a little fan thing for you here. Who do you think's taking the Tribal Chief title? My thought is Solo.
Ooh, I think it's Jay.
Jay, I think Solo. You think Jay?
Yeah, I mean, it should have been Sammy. It should have been Sammy. That's all I want to say. That. But no, to be honest with you, me and talked about this last week. Solo Sikoa is actually being quietly built better than a lot of wrestlers on WWE in a long time. I mean, they've had Omos, at their disposal for over a year. They don't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? But quietly, he's only lost 1.5 matches. One of them was a tag team match. 1.5 matches the whole year, and he doesn't even have to talk. And he's a force to be reckoned with. I'm very, very happy with what they've done with Solo Sikoa. Very, very. So, well, hey, Al, you got a big man. I need to stop using your name, huh? I'll edit it later. People are gonna wonder what I just said there, so I'll take that out. Mean to me, Lion. Hey, you got anything else left for Mr. Brad Lee here?
No, man. Just to say that it was a pleasure, and we appreciate you coming on, man.
Oh yeah.
That comes from me too. And the floor is always open. Our platform is open to you whenever you want it. If you want to, promote some upcoming shows, you just want to call in and, pop your head in the podcast just to talk some trash, hey, you are more than welcome anytime, anywhere. And that is 100% meant right there.
Without a doubt.
If you guys want to come up to Timber for a show.
And you know what? People, the drill. At WTFW Trash on the Twitter, the TikTok, the Instagram. This has been Referee Brad Lee. Thanks again. One last time. Thank you so much. I'm Kanye Twitty. that is Nameen Lion. And, hey, we always do this for everybody on our show. Before we say goodbye, leave them with whatever you want to leave them with. Some wisdom, some bull crap, some trash, whatever it is. The floor is yours, Mr. Bradley.
Let's see. Be kind. Treat everybody with respect. And let's stop fucking abusing children.
Nice. Good words, man.
Legit. All right. This has been the WTFW podcast. And we out.
Yeah.
Later, y'all. Dink. And it's stopping.
Awesome, man.
Yeah,
That was
man,
great.
Awesome stuff, guys.
I would love.
Awesome
that would be
stuff.
so dope to come up there.
Yeah, just shoot me all your stuff, and then I'll put you guys on the guest list. If you guys want to do like a live thing there, you guys want to fucking whatever.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, well, I'll get in the
absolutely,
inbox about that because that's something that we're really interested in doing is getting to one of these shows or a couple of these shows and doing our podcast live,
start
from
doing
the
interviews
show.
from the show, stuff like that. Very cool.
Sounds like a plan. Just let me know.
All right,
Awesome,
man. Have a good night,
Appreciate
Brad.
you, man.
Yeah, you too, guys.
All right. Late.